Perhaps nowhere in the world do women lead a stranger life than in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, says ArabInsight.org. Every day in Saudi Arabia, women and young girls are being denied their basic human rights. The government, which is made up of men, establishes and enforces strict and discriminating laws against women who have no control over their lives. These women have no one fighting for them, but only people fighting against them. Women in Saudi Arabia are being denied their basic human rights and have no control over their own lives. This social injustice must be stopped.
Even in the smallest of places, discrimination against women is still present, whether it's in the workplace or society. But in Saudi Arabia, roles of women and what they can or can't do go over the top. Though women outnumber men, men control the upper hand. The government strictly regulates how women travel. According to ArabianBusiness.com, women aren't allowed to be alone with another man that is not her father, brother, or son. Women can't travel without permission from their male guardian. Women aren't allowed to do basic things that most do daily without permission. Women can't drive, own land or property, and they can't even go to the supermarket without a guardian.
Spaces in public are gender segregated. This includes restaurants, cafes, shops, and offices. SIGI, or Social Institutions and Gender Index, reports that even some roads and mosques are men only. Women have no right to vote, cannot get elected, and cannot be on a trial with a judge without a male representative, AdamChronos.com reported. Women do not have custody over their children, cannot enroll them in school, and cannot travel with them without permission from their guardian.
One of the most unfair actions against women are early and forced marriages. SIGI reported that the 2004 United Nations report estimated that 16% of Saudi girls between 15 and 19 years of age were married, divorced, or widowed. Riyadh, a 23-year-old Saudi woman, was forced to marry a 67-year-old man due to family economic problems. The dowry, or gift that the family gives to the husband-to-be, was 100,000 Saudi riyals. She was forced to marry as a child and had to pay 18,750 euros to divorce from her husband.
This problem is common all over Saudi Arabia. Polygamy, which is having more than one wife, is legal. The government allows up to 4 wives. If a woman dishonors her husband in any way, which includes going against their husband's orders or dishonoring the family, they could be beaten or have to deal with other cruel punishments. The majority of women in Saudi Arabia are not allowed to be employed. Men have control over jobs and can force his wife to leave her job at any time.
According to IMOW's Women, Power, and Politics, only 20% of women work out of their home. The Los Angeles Times wrote that women only make up 5% of the workforce, even though they make up 70% of the students enrolled in universities. One of the most basic human rights is healthcare. According to the Human Rights Watch, Saudi doctors confirmed that health ministry regulations still require a woman to obtain permission from her guardian for surgery.
Human Rights Watch claims that if a pregnant woman comes into a hospital with a guardian, then she can leave with anyone, even the driver. However, if she comes in without a guardian, it becomes a police case, and she'll need a guardian to come to the hospital in order for her to get discharged. She stays there if no one picks her up. In Saudi Arabia, there are no rules against violence towards women. ArabInsight.org reports that most girls raped are young girls of divorced mothers. The father normally starts the abuse, then brothers and relatives.
Cases of pregnancy and rape normally are blamed on the girl, and she may be tried and imprisoned. Changes to women's rights in Saudi Arabia are slow but are increasing. Saudi Arabia's King Abdullah has been acting more towards women lately.
According to Global Shift, in early 2009, major cabinet changes, including the appointment of a woman as Vice Minister of Government, have been seen. More women have been elected into Parliament. In Parliament, women can enjoy freedom and interact with men face-to-face and engage in debates without worrying about being discriminated against. The first woman lawyer, Suad Al-Shamari, wants to set a legal age for marriage, which is still not present. She also wants to make divorce rights and marriage laws to help young girls and women who are having their rights violated.
Another change is campaigns. Many writers, activists, and council members all over the world are making national campaigns to help women in Saudi Arabia gain empowerment. One large change that has occurred is the opening of the first all-women restaurant in December of 2008. Even though this is a huge step towards women, there's still discrimination in the restaurant. There can be no visible or physical contact between the male customers and the female workers.
The Los Angeles Times reported that a separation wall isolates the food pickup area from the kitchen to prevent contact between the 10 women in the back and the men. ArabInsight.org stated that women are not allowed to perform on stage or participate in the arts. However, this predicament has come a long way. In 2005, the first woman to perform on stage was followed in 2006, with women having the ability to sit and watch a performance. Though the changes are slow, you can help. First, you can join a campaign such as the Women Human Rights Defenders International Coalition to help encourage and educate others about women's rights in Saudi Arabia.
Second, you can donate your money to a foundation such as the National Organization for Women to help abused and helpless women in Saudi Arabia.
Third, you can host a fundraiser or a walkathon. By encouraging people to take part, you can help raise awareness. People in Saudi Arabia are just like you and me, but young girls and women are being denied their basic human rights.
Due to harsh laws, these women have no freedom and no control over their lives. These laws are slowly changing, but not fast enough. This is a major social injustice, and we need to work to stop it.